What the Dallas Cowboys is doing will never happen again. We're gonna be going through that and 5 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel hitting that red button down below. The first story is this may never happen again, but the Cowboys still have a shot at NFC top seed after win over banged up Titans. The Dallas Cowboys did not play their best, but still did enough to beat an injury-ravaged Tennessee Titans 27-13 on Thursday night, with tight end Dalton Schultz catching 2 touchdowns. With their postseason place already assured, the Cowboys retain an outside chance of taking the top seed in the NFC if they can win their final game against Washington, and the Philadelphia Eagles lose their last 2 games. Despite their 6th straight loss, the Titans can also make the playoffs if they win their final game at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Quarterback Joshua Dobbs was handed his first start in the NFL after Malik Willis was benched, having struggled to stand in for the injured first-choice starter Ryan Tannehill. A former University of Tennessee player, Dobbs has spent 5 years as a backup with Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, and Cleveland, but may have done well enough to keep his place for the decider in Jacksonville. Dobbs completed 20 of 39 attempts as he threw for 232 yards and 1 touchdown, with 1 interception. His opposite number Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions in the first half, continuing a worrying trend for the Cowboys' signal caller, but he kept a level head as he managed the team to victory in the second half. Prescott, without star running back Tony Pollard, threw for 282 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott set the Cowboys on their way with a 1-yard run into the end zone for his 9th straight game with a rushing touchdown, and Dallas led 10-6 at halftime. Prescott then found Schultz with a 6-yard pass to extend Dallas' lead to 11 points before Dobbs kept the Titans in the contest, connecting with Robert Woods on a 7-yard touchdown pass. But Prescott turned to the reliable Schultz again in the 4th quarter, finding him in the corner of the end zone with a fine 10-yard pass, and a field goal from Brett Maher secured a comfortable win. The second story is Terrell Owens talks comeback with Dallas Cowboys. Legendary Hall of Fame wide receiver Terrell Owens is eyeing a potential comeback at age 49 and has set his ambitions on playing for the Dallas Cowboys for the 2nd time. According to Sports Illustrated, Owens' Houston-based agent, Gregory D.L. Daniel, Esquire, confirmed that he has been in contact with the Cowboys and other NFL teams. Owens has been training and is in optimal condition. By all accounts, he worked out with Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Deshaun Jackson this year prior to the veteran Jackson signing with the AFC North playoff team. Owens, who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018 in his 3rd year of eligibility, has caught 1,078 career passes for 15,934 yards and 153 touchdowns during 15 seasons in the NFL. He ranks 3rd all-time in receiving touchdowns in NFL history behind Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. He's 4 touchdowns behind Moss, who ranks 2nd overall in that category. A trash talker on and off the field, Owens' brash style often offended media members and teammates like Philadelphia Eagles QB Donovan McNabb. For very different reasons, men like MLB's Barry Bonds and Owens were despised throughout their illustrious careers. The only revenge many of their haters could plot was to exclude them from their respective Hall of Fames, of which Bonds is still not a member after 10 years of eligibility. Voting members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame intentionally did not vote Owens on the first 2 ballots, despite his historic playing career. Owens would not enter the Hall until his 3rd year of eligibility in 2018. Once voted in, Owens snubbed the traditional Hall of Fame ceremony in Canton, Ohio, electing to have a ceremony at his alma mater instead. Never one to be slighted, Owens made headlines in 2022 for defending himself from a neighborhood Karen and a heckler outside of a CVS pharmacy. Owens played for the San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles, Cowboys, Buffalo Bills, and Cincinnati Bengals. His last full-time season in the NFL was in 2010 with the Bengals. Since that season, he has played in an indoor football league and was also with the Seattle Seahawks briefly in 2012. He was signed by the fan-controlled Football League in March. The third story is Dak Prescott stars as Dallas Cowboys down the Tennessee Titans. Dak Prescott threw 2 second-half touchdown passes to Dalton Schultz as the Dallas Cowboys clinched their 2nd straight 12-win season with a 27-13 victory over the injury-ravaged Tennessee Titans on Thursday night in Nashville. Prescott was 29 of 41 passing for 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions for Dallas. Ezekiel Elliott added a rushing score, and CeeDee Lamb caught 11 passes for 100 yards for the playoff-bound Cowboys, who are 1.5 games behind the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC East. Joshua Dobbs completed 20 of 39 passes for 232 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception for Tennessee in his first career start. The sixth-year pro was selected to start over rookie Malik Willis despite just being signed from the Detroit Lions practice squad on the 21st of December. The setback was the 6th in a row for the Titans, a beat-up squad that played without quarterback Ryan Tannehill, running back Derrick Henry, and defensive end Jeffrey Simmons, among others. Tennessee meet the Jacksonville Jaguars next weekend in a contest that will determine the AFC South's playoff berth. The Cowboys took a 17-6 lead on their first possession of the second half. Prescott hit Schultz on a 6-yard scoring pass with 8:48 left in the third quarter. The touchdown was set up by a 51-yard pass interference call on Tree Allen 1 play earlier on 3rd and 19. That moved the ball from the Dallas 43-yard line to the Titans 6. The Titans responded with a 14-play, 71-yard drive in which Dobbs tossed a 7-yard scoring pass to Woods with 2:04 left in the third quarter. It was the 27-year-old Dobbs' first NFL touchdown pass. Dallas pushed its lead back to 11 when Prescott and Schultz teamed on a 10-yard touchdown with 11:58 remaining in the contest. Brett Maher booted a 45-yard field goal to make it 27-13 with 6:24 remaining. Prescott committed 3 first-half turnovers as the Cowboys led just 10-6 at the break. Elliott scored on a 1-yard run with 4:36 left in the first quarter, and Maher added a 36-yard field goal 4 seconds into the second quarter for a 10-0 lead. The fourth story is, can the Dallas Cowboys make a run to Super Bowl 57? When you take a look at the latest National Football League odds by NJ Bookies to win Super Bowl 57, every team in the top 5 was leading its division heading into Week 16 of the season. If you expand it out to the teams with the top 6 odds to lift the Vince Lombardi Trophy in February, only one team with odds of less than 28-1 is not a current division leader. But the sportsbooks in Texas still think they might have a shot to win the title. Which team is that? The Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the team that has let so many fans and bettors down for so long has a shot to win the Super Bowl in 2023. Since winning their 3rd Super Bowl title in 4 seasons, the Cowboys have gone 4-11 in the playoffs and have not advanced to the NFC Championship game, let alone another Super Bowl. There have been some very good campaigns in those 2.5 decades, but it just has not happened for Jerry Jones' squads. As you can see, the Cowboys are not the longest shot on the board in the NFC, and if Jalen Hurts hurts badly, or even if his shoulder injury lingers, it could open the door up for Dallas to make a run to the NFC Championship game. As you can see, the Cowboys are not the longest shot on the board in the NFC, and if Jalen Hurts hurts badly, or even if his shoulder injury lingers, it could open the door up for Dallas to make a run to the NFC Championship game. If the Cowboys finish second in the NFC East and in the 5th seed, they are going to get a bad NFC South winner in the wild card weekend, then would head back to Philadelphia to face the Eagles in the NFC divisional round if they won. It is not out of the realm of possibility that Dallas could make the NFC Championship game. At that point, the Cowboys would probably play a Minnesota team they already annihilated, or get a revenge matchup with San Francisco. It might all fall into place for you if you back the Cowboys. Of course, with Dallas being Dallas, it could lose to Tampa Bay, Carolina, New Orleans, or Atlanta, whichever terrible team comes out of the South, on the road in the first playoff game. The 5th story is why CeeDee Lamb went home with T.Y. Hilton's jersey after Cowboys win versus Titans. CeeDee Lamb was leaving for the night with some souvenirs. In a clear plastic bag, linebacker Micah Parsons' jersey was tucked inside. Lamb, the Cowboys know, one wide receiver, was laying another jersey inside a plastic bag, T.Y. Hilton's. The Cowboys receivers had themselves quite a Thursday night against the Titans, and Lamb wanted to bring something back home to remember. Lamb caught 11 passes for 100 yards. Hilton snagged 4 catches for 50 yards, and Michael Gallup had 3 catches for 39 yards. Yes, the 2 touchdown receptions went to tight end Dalton Schultz, but the Cowboys' 27-13 victory over the Titans was fueled by the receivers. Lamb sought Parsons' jersey because, well, he's Micah Parsons. When it came to Hilton, it meant something else. I told him I wanted this jersey. He's not walking out with it. I am, Lamb said. Just him being a great teammate and a great mentor for me just in such a short span. It's value, bro. The Cowboys have searched for a quality veteran during this 2022 season and realized signing a high-profile receiver like Odell Beckham Jr. wasn't going to work given his uncertain health status. When the franchise kept looking, there was Hilton waiting for someone to offer him in a contract. In 2 games, Hilton has 5 catches for 102 yards. He's been targeted unofficially 6 times. The first pass thrown his way last week led to a pass interference call. The second pass was a 52-yard strike on a 3rd and 30. Thursday night, Hilton was targeted 5 times with the lone incompletion his way. "That hurt me," he said. "I want to keep batting .1000. We'll get there." What Hilton has brought to Dallas is a quality receiver with 11 seasons in the NFL, who is a dependable target. When it's 3rd down, quarterback Dak Prescott knows where to go. The chemistry is just there. It's a surprise, considering Hilton has been here just 3 weeks. That's a credit to Ty, to be honest. Prescott said, "He's a quarterback-friendly receiver. He's played a lot of football. He's a veteran. His body language speaks for itself. You know where he's going, and yeah, that's all credit to him." The impact of Lamb shouldn't be forgotten either. When the season started, some had questions whether Lamb could become the lead receiver after Amari Cooper was traded to Cleveland. Well, Lamb has 101 catches this year, becoming the 3rd Cowboys player to reach 100 catches in a season. He joins Hall of Famer Michael Irvin and tight end Jason Witten. Lamb has 5 100-yard games in 2022. The last time a receiver did that for this franchise was Dez Bryant in 2012. It's probably time to stop worrying about whether the Cowboys have a one witty out. They do in Lamb. On a night when the run game struggled, there was Prescott making sure he found his receivers among his 41 throws. And late in the game, with the run game slowed, Prescott threw a deep pass to Lamb, and while it landed incomplete, the message was sent. The Cowboys will go with what works, and at this stage of the year, it's the passing attack led by Lamb, Hilton, and Gallup. "Shoot, CD going to get them targets," Gallup said. "He's going to need those targets. He's that dude right now. He's on a roll. He knows it, and Ty, he's going to fill in a role. Get in your spot. You're going to make the catch when you need to make the catch and take off just like that."